Are you thinking about donating a car or truck to charity for a tax deduction? Unfortunately, some of the so-called charities that dominate the airwaves, internet, and billboards are nothing more than wolves in sheep's clothing. They operate very profitable businesses by taking in car donations and selling them at used car auctions or as scrap metal. Sure, they donate a portion of their profits to charity. They have to in order to keep their charity status with the IRS. But the percentage they donate to charity can be surprisingly low, sometimes as low as 1%. Here are 5 steps to take to make sure your tax-deductible vehicle donation goes to a worthy charity and not a scammer. And if at the end you decide that worthy charity is Volunteers of America, who are we to argue? Number 1. Cut out the middleman. Make sure you're donating your car directly to a charity and not to a middleman. Questionable charity car donation programs are almost always middlemen who take your donated car, sell it, donate a fraction to a charity, and pocket the rest. Your donation goes farther when you give a car or truck to a charity that accepts vehicle donations directly, like Volunteers of America, for instance. An average of 88% of donations made to Volunteers of America go to local programs all over the country that serve nearly 2 million people a year. Number 2. Do a charity checkup. Finding the best charity doesn't have to be a stab in the dark. Start online. The Better Business Bureau Online and CharityNavigator.org are both great resources with detailed charity reviews and ratings. On the Volunteers of America pages, we display the Charity Navigator and the Better Business Bureau logos. Click on them to read their review of Volunteers of America. Number 3. More is better. The higher percentage of your donation that goes into programs that help people, the better. The IRS doesn't have any standards for the percentage a charity car donation program has to contribute to charity. Some actually give less than 10%. When you're thinking about donating a car, look into what percentage of donations are used for programs that help people. Reputable charities will offer that information on their website, or you can find it through the Better Business Bureau or Charity Navigator. Volunteers of America puts an average of 88% of all donations to use in local programs that provide emergency shelter and food for homeless men, women, and children, permanent senior housing, shelter and job training for homeless veterans, and more. Number 4. Look for a local connection. If a charity is vague about the programs they offer and where they offer them, it can be a red flag. Look for a charity that does good work in your area or state. Donating to a charity with local programs also allows you to look in on their programs and see how your donation is changing lives. Volunteers of America helps nearly 2 million people a year through locally based programs. To learn how we're helping people in your area, enter your zip code in the field below. Number 5. Double check that the charity is an official IRS designated 501c3 charity. If the charity car donation program you're looking into doesn't have a 501c3 designation, your deduction could be disallowed, and you could end up writing the IRS a check for taxes, interest, and penalties. To be sure of your tax deduction, the first step is to make sure you're donating to an official 501c3 charity. Donate directly to the charity. Do a background check of the charity. Check the percentage of your donation that helps people. Find local programs. And make sure the charity is an official 501c3 charity. Follow these 5 steps to make sure your car donation does the good you want it to. If you want to find out more about donating a car to Volunteers of America, or how we're helping people in your area, go to carshelpingpeople.org and enter your zip code, or click on your state at the bottom of the page.